Why everyone's moving to Mississauga and why you should too. So Mississauga, one of the bigger mature cities in Peel region, and is considered to be part of the Greater Toronto Area. But what makes Mississauga so alluring to people? In this video, I'm going to go over the reasons why living in Mississauga is a great alternative to Toronto and why some might say it's even better. So if you're the type that doesn't want to spend an arm or a leg on a fantastic lifestyle, then this video is a must watch for you. As the large and vast as Mississauga is, there is a neighborhood for everyone and can meet everyone's lifestyle needs because Mississauga does have it all. With a combination of urban amenities and beautiful natural surroundings, Mississauga makes a great alternative than Toronto, as it is a phenomenal place to live. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Allia Akkad, a Toronto real estate broker, a high-performing realtor with multiple 5-star reviews, and the creator of Living in the Greater Toronto Area's YouTube channel. And I make videos every single week on what it's like to work, live, and play in the GTA. I also go over monthly market updates from Toronto West all the way to Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington, and Hamilton. And this is only to help my subscribers stay ahead of the trends to find their ideal home and a place that they will be happy with. So if this information is for you, please click that like button and subscribe to my channel and never miss another video on what it's like to work, live, and play in the GTA. So let's dive right in. Why Mississauga is a great alternative than living anywhere else in the GTA. Well, for starters, Mississauga is known for its vibrant art, historic villages, dynamic culinary scenes, recreational parks, sports facilities, and shopping centers. Mississauga is the third biggest municipality in Ontario by population, Toronto being number 1 and Ottawa being number 2, and is actually the 6th biggest city of all of Canada, located just west of Toronto, east of Oakville, south of Brampton. Mississauga is also home to Canada's largest international airport, the Toronto Pearson Airport, YYZ. Mississauga is also safer than Toronto with less crime rates per person, per property, which also marks it safe for solo female travelers, as the city has well-lit streets and a relatively low crime rates. Although late at night, some areas can feel a little bit disisolated, so ladies still always be vigilant. One of the biggest advantages of living in Mississauga when compared to Toronto is the reduced cost of living. Toronto can be an expensive place to live, especially in some urban areas. So it's good to know and a fun fact to know that consumer prices in Mississauga are typically 11% lower than Toronto. Housing also is more affordable in Mississauga than in Toronto. As with any big city, properties outside of the downtown Mississauga are actually cheaper than buying in and around the city center. And having a mortgage on a home in Mississauga can actually save you up to 5.2% than if you owned a home in Toronto. And if you're a workaholic, much like myself and most all Torontonians, Mississauga is a great place to live if you worked in Toronto, but also a great place to live because there's lots of opportunities for jobs in Mississauga too. It is actually the perfect place for developing careers in tech or starting a tech-based business. Has a dedicated center geared towards helping small businesses succeed. With Toronto being known as the financial capital of Canada, Mississauga is a great place for tech workers since it's known as a leader in Canada's knowledge-based industries. There are also many other industry-leading businesses and employment opportunities in the city of Mississauga, as it is located right in the heart of the Toronto Waterloo tech hub that is transforming the face of Canada's innovative tech sector. But not just tech. There is a wide range of job opportunities in Mississauga with diverse communities of all types of employees and employers. And if you're not a fan of working downtown, Mississauga is just the perfect area for you to work and go play downtown and come back home because it's not that far from Toronto at all. The diversity in Mississauga and Toronto both have a reputation for cultural diversity, and both cities have large populations of first-generation immigrants. So Mississauga is a welcoming city for newcomers with rich cultural diversity and is reflected in the local cuisine, the local celebrations, and that can be enjoyed throughout the year. Now on for transportation and commuting. Getting around Mississauga, being that it is less densely populated than Toronto, you may find it easier to move around the city and things feel more spaced out. Although it's still very convenient to have a car in Mississauga, public transportation is actually very good. There's also a network of highway options and public transportation that keeps Mississauga extremely well connected. If you want to live in Mississauga and work or play in Toronto, commuting is simple. Port Credit train station, for example, is less than 30 minutes away from Union Station. There is also a new LRT project that's connecting Mississauga in a spectacular way. It's called Ontario Light Rail Transit, and it will provide 18 kilometers of rapid transit and 19 stops on dedicated right-of-way, and will link to GO stations at Port Credit and Cooksville, and Mississauga Transit Way, Mississauga 1 GO Bus Terminal, Brampton Gateway Terminal, and My Way in Brampton has all the transit rights. And for entertainment, Mississauga holds its own weight when it comes to entertaining its residents, as in downtown Mississauga, you'll find Celebration Square, which is home to live music and cultural events. There's also the Lions Farmers Market that's open from June to October. Also located downtown is Square One Shopping, which is not as popular as Toronto Eaton Centre, but does have over 300 shops, where Eaton Centre only has about 200 shops. And there is free parking, which is always a bonus in my books. And Mississauga also has a respectable amount of green space and woodland areas with over 480 park. There is Arundel Park, which is an absolute must visit if you are into walking and hiking trails, as Arundel Park is the largest park in the city with over 222 acres of parkland, hiking trails, which is located along the Credit River, and Mississauga is home to a vast amount of waterfront parks and waterfront properties. Lake views are absolutely achievable in Mississauga for about $200,000 to $500,000 less than the lakefront view condos in Toronto. You can wake up to the CN Tower and have lake views for miles on a budget when it comes to Mississauga. So depending on the neighborhood, of course, average home prices in Mississauga range from the $850,000 to $1.7 million for detached homes, $3.5 million for a 5-bedroom waterfront property. If you're thinking of a 5-bedroom waterfront property in Toronto, I doubt you can get it for $3.5 million, but you can in Mississauga. $770,000 up to $1.2 million for a semi-detached in Mississauga. $2 million for a semi-detached that's close to the waterfront. $730,000 to $990,000 for a freehold townhouse. $1.4 million for a freehold townhouse by the waterfront. And now it comes to townhouses and condos, $680,000 to $790,000 for a decent condo townhouse. I'm talking about 3 bedrooms. And for a apartment style condo, you're looking at $480,000 to start. So that's $480,000 to start with the condo in Mississauga, up to $580,000. If you're looking for a condo with waterfront views, and there are plenty available in Mississauga, you're looking about $690,000 for a waterfront view for a Mississauga condo. And rental rates, of course, are anywhere between $1,200 to $3,500 per month to rent a property in Mississauga. So if you're interested in exploring what Mississauga homes have to offer, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm actually a Mississauga native. I actually went to Streetsville Secondary School. I launched my career in the Square One Shopping Center, bought my first home in Mississauga and my first 2 investment properties in Mississauga before making it to the Millionaire Club and moving to Toronto in the early 2000s. If you want to explore, reach out to me and I'll be absolutely delighted to show you around Mississauga and provide you with all the real estate opportunities you could dream of having for you and your family and your loved ones. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to show me some love and click that like button and subscribe to never miss another video on what it's like living in the Greater Toronto Area and navigating this real estate market to position yourself to achieve all of your lifestyle's dreams and goals. As always, I am reachable by phone, text, or email. Feel free to reach out to me today. All my contact information is in the comments below. And I just want to thank you for watching and happy house hunting.